everyone, welcome to season 6, episode 20 of the Film Bros Surgery Podcast. I am Tim, with me is co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Allow me to demonstrate how I'm doing.
Oh, whoa, oh, oh! Oh wait, he's doing the dance. Oh my gosh, he's doing the dance. Oh wow, just a little taste of the dance, but I'm impressed. Wait a minute,
Let's fucking go.
are you gonna do the podcast with the mask on?
This probably will not last long. I don't know.
Okay, I can't imagine. I only have it on my chest because I have it on my shirt. If anybody's audio listening, but yeah. So if anybody hasn't guessed, Patrick and I are giant fans of this franchise.
It's my favorite horror franchise.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I think there's the staples, right? There's your main horror franchises and killers, and this has been the one we've gravitated to the most, without a doubt.
I think when I first started getting into horror movies, like giving it a serious try, it was like
Yeah,
this movie. Actually, it's part four of both of this. This one and Nightmare on Elm Street Part Four. I
right.
gotta take it off now. This is going too
Yep,
far.
there it is. That's fair. Okay.
All right. Yeah, it was fun for a little while.
It's fun while it lasted. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. I think it was like a
Not fun to talk. And Conway doesn't
WPIX
talk. Yeah, definitely.
11 type of thing where we
Shit,
saw
11.
some early, Jason movies, Friday 13 movies. I definitely came later, I think, to the Nightmare stuff, but definitely a big fan. We were just always kind of like meh when it came to Myers. Like that was definitely not as much our jam
Mhm.
as everybody else's. Anyway, so we saw Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter. Yeah, Chef's Kiss. It's arguably the best one in the franchise.
Yeah,
It's the staple.
it's between this one and Part Two that most people argue about, which was the
Yeah.
best one.
2 is really good. The problem with 2 is you don't get the mask, right?
Right. This is, it's like this is the golden eye of the
Yeah.
franchise. This is where they
Yeah.
figured everything out. Like, okay, this is the formula for the
This
rest
is
of
the
the movies from
formula.
now on.
This
Yeah.
is what we're gonna do from here on out. Yeah, without a doubt. But man, and it's great. Like, I think one of the first things I kind of dig about this movie is it starts off basically with the greatest hits and just setting you up of everything, but just giving you the greatest hits of all some great kills in the past. And there's a couple from 2 that pop up, so it's like, yeah, the wheelchair death. And you're like, yeah, I love the wheelchair death.
Yeah. It's fun. They that was forced on them by the producers. They didn't even know it was going to happen. Like this was originally supposed to come out in October of 1984.
Yeah.
And then they found out there was a Friday 13th that was available in April. And they're like, can you get it out this far? Can you get it out in this short a time? They're like, we finished shooting in like January.
Yeah.
So I was like, sure. So like
Sure.
this was like a breakneck pace to get this thing all edited. Like a whole bunch of different people did different jobs on like the editing process, and like the producers just like threw this in here without the director and the editor even knowing about it, or the writer.
Well, it's impressive.
Of like we're just putting this like little greatest hits of the first three movies because they really thought like, yeah, this is the last time we're doing this. No more Jason movies after this.
Right. I mean, clearly with the title like the final chapter, you think that would
Right.
be it, but clearly, especially even today's standards, like nothing's ever, done, right? Is if it's IP, let's go, right? And I think the only reason why it's been this long for Jason movies, right, is because of the whole lawsuit stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully now that that's over,
Well, it's not
you
over.
know, it's not over. I thought it was over. Are we getting a TV show?
Yeah, the TV rights are different than the movie rights.
Ah,
So it's
okay.
over based on TV rights and uh, video games and like I don't know beer ads, but we
Yeah,
haven't
because
figured
it's
out the
weird because
movie thing
like a
yet.
game came out. Didn't you get the game?
I didn't actually play that game. It came out a few years
Oh,
ago.
okay.
I'm not
Okay.
big onto like it's one of those games where like you're just it's like deathmatch, always constantly deathmatch, and so I was
Mm,
like, I don't know if I want to do that.
yeah.
I like a little
Because
more
I did
story.
see that they're making like a Michael Myers game too, that
Where you can play as Michael Myers. I'm like, well, that's kind of fucked up.
but you can also play as the other characters
I
too. And
guess.
yeah, I was watching some of the stuff to it and I was like, okay, interesting, but it's like again, it never really spoke to me character wise. Jason
Yeah,
might be a different story. I don't know.
holding out for the Hellraiser game. Very excited for
Oh,
that.
yes. I mean, that game, especially when I was looking at it, it was like, wow, this looks like Clive Barker's like dream video game. Like this looks messed up.
Yeah, yeah. Very
Yeah.
excited.
Well, anyway, I guess we should get into it, right? This was my pick, I think,
Mm,
right? Okay. So weirdly enough, right? Like the oh no, here we go. So never mind. We got a nice short condensed one. After being announced dead and taken
oh
to a
man,
morgue, Jason Voorhees spontaneously revives, escapes from the hospital, and stalks a group of friends renting a house in the countryside near Crystal Lake.
I was going to do it, but that's fine since it was my pick. But it's fine. I
I thought it was
appreciate.
my.
No, I pointed to me.
Oh, see, I already clicked out of the screen. My
Perfectly
bad.
fine. No,
My
it's perfectly
bad.
fine.
I
I
feel
don't mind.
ashamed. I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no, no. You did. You read the IMDb. It was great.
Okay. Pardon me. I feel bad.
No, this is yeah. Anyway,
It's like
uh, so shall we get into
creepy.
it?
Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry.
It's
You
okay.
start us
Our
off.
heroes are Trish and Tommy Jarvis, played by Kimberly Beck and Corey Feldman.
Okay, good. Because this is what I put both of them as our heroes. I wasn't quite
Without
sure,
a
but
doubt, Trish
yeah,
seems to be a typical teen who spends a lot of time with her mother and brother while her parents are going through a separation.
yeah.
Mommy and Daddy Jarvis are separated because of the middle-aged crazies. Um,
It's a really like one-off little line. Like it's real quick. Like you could almost miss it.
I love how efficient this movie is. It is like
Yeah.
91 minutes long,
It's
and
no
it gives
fat.
you just enough that you care about everybody for
Right.
the most part. I don't give a shit about Doug or Paul. But everyone else, I
Fair.
kind of like. So,
Yeah, I think they give you what's important to like Trish and Tommy, but at the same time, I'm like, couldn't tell you a whole lot about Trish. Really couldn't.
now we got more for Tommy. Tommy's a boy
Tommy,
genius
Tommy
who
gets a
makes
bit more.
incredible, complex monster masks and knows how to fix cars, loves video games too.
And not just masks, right? He's got little contraption arm things. Like he's got some stuff going on, right? As you said, too, boy genius. Like he's like, play this upstairs in my room. It's like, hey, I need a part to fix something to do it in my room. But then like he clearly already solves the how to fix the car. He's just
Yeah,
like, and then, yeah, then Rob comes in. He's like, dude, I just need a screwdriver. You just like, I already know what the problem is. Like,
yeah. It's like 11-year-old kid. It's so
yeah,
cool.
it is.
Uh,
It is.
So yeah, this character is basically Tom Savini. It is a little boy version of Tom Savini, and it was like actually it was the director who was like really wanted Tom Savini to come back for this because he gave birth to the character and like
Right.
everything, and I wanted him to kill him off. And I thought it was
That's
cool that they
funny.
had Tommy Jarvis basically is Tom Savini,
Yeah.
Wheelman.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Uh,
it's that's where the bread and butter for this is category wise is Tommy Jarvis, right? He's incredibly charismatic right away, playing his video games with like a crazy monster mask on, right? And just the back and forth, and this is where it actually is good with Trish. The back and forth, you really get the sibling vibe, like it they pull it off really well. But yeah, again, the criticism for me is like there's like just not that Trish is bad. It's just like
no, not at all.
there's nothing here really for Trish other than her being like a little like, ooh, Rob's kind of cute. And she likes to go on runs with mom.
At 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m., yeah. Um, but
Mom's hardcore.
otherwise, she's willing to take her brother, to town for what he needs. Is like clearly like, hey, this is not a good situation for my little brother. No, good, I'm good. A little overdressed for this, and then leaves. Like so she's still got this protective, but they still have this back and forth sibling thing. So you immediately like, it's hard not to like Trish, but at the same time, it's like I couldn't really tell you anything else about who she is or anything.
No, you're right. She's competent. I can tell
Yeah,
you that much because she handles herself very well in this movie.
yeah.
Although, really should have gotten a raincoat or umbrella at some point.
At some
Uh,
point, but at one point, it does get kind of like, yeah, I have to raincoat and run. But like, I do like the moment too where she's like, clearly like, okay, I'm gonna go do this, basically sacrifice myself for you, little
hmm
brother. And
Yeah.
little brother's still in the house, and she's just like, basically, Tommy, like, what are you doing
Why are
to
you
me?
still here? Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, But Tommy is amazing throughout the whole thing. I
He
mean, Corey
is.
Feldman is great in this. He is a perfect little kid actor.
Yeah,
Always has been, always was,
always.
I should say.
Yeah.
And he's, this is definitely a stronger showing for him than Gremlins, where he
Well, he
gets to
gets to
really show off
do
his,
something. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. Gremlins, he's like there for like two scenes, basically. So here he really gets to show his chops, and he does. He nails it. Like he really is incredibly charismatic, and just nails his lines every step of the way.
And you see, they all love each other. They're not,
Yeah.
the Jarvis sandwich is adorable.
Yeah, I was about to mention that too. Yeah, that is cute.
Um, and I love Gordon the dog.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put Gordon here, but yeah, clearly. I
I'm
mean,
not really counting him as a
yeah,
character at all,
I
but
like how Trish is even like, no, we need to take Gordon with us as we go investigate the other house.
Gordon, who shows
Um,
up sometimes, disappears other times.
yeah, or knows when it's time to get the heck out of there. Dude literally throws himself out a window.
So
Like, the
that's your
hell with
theory.
this.
You think the dog threw himself out?
I think the dog was like, the heck with you. I'm out of here.
So the director's original intent for Gordon was for him to be thrown out by Jason and murdered. But he says but to really have done that well, I should have had him go out back first, but we couldn't actually get the dog to do that, and we're not going to throw a dog through a window.
Right.
Not that it actually was a window anyway. But so it was like, yeah, I could see it being interpreted that the dog just like jumped out on his own and bailed.
Yep.
Like,
That's how I interpret it.
that's how I go with too.
It's my head canon. You
Yeah,
can't convince
that
me
dog is
otherwise.
fine.
The dog is fine. The dog was like, the heck with this.
He's
Like
just a
I
bit of a
already
coward, and I'm okay with it. I love him anyway.
I take it as I warned you all. There's danger here. You're not listening. You're doing stupid things. You're going back to the basement where Rob is. I'm out of here. The heck with this. I'm gone.
Hmm. I think it was a nice touch too, just like because it's so different from the other three movies, the first three movies, like having a little family unit as like
Yeah.
you really you care about these people, you don't want to see anything happen to them, and that was their
Yeah.
intent. Like especially like an 11-year-old boy, like oh, kids are
Yeah.
never
For sure.
we never actually had an operating camp except for like a 2 seconds in the first movie.
Right.
Uh, so like we never had any kids actually in danger in this. Like so, it's like oh no, can't have an 11-year-old get hurt.
Yeah, and they do kind
And
of like threaten it every once in a while, like where you think it might be Jason, but it's Rob. But anyway, like they do try to show like there could be this kid's life in danger for sure.
and then Tommy's ultimately the one who defeats Jason, which is like, and especially if you're like first time watching a horror movie and you're like around that age, like that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, especially in a franchise where like, yeah, right, the kid is not, you know, there's like the implication of kids, but it's not really a thing, and to see the kid really be the one that saves the day is unique. It's such an adult franchise.
Yeah, no, the camp is only operating in one of the movies. Out of all
Yeah.
12, only had one camp. Part
Yep.
6, Jason Lives.
Yeah, because it goes more into like here's some teenagers having fun at the lake, and that's kind of becomes the gist here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I think. Oh, and then of course the ending with the implication that that the whole everything that's happened has freaked Tommy out in such a way that he is now like gonna go crazy himself. That's
There's
like
something wrong with Tommy. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it doesn't go
the
as hard
trauma.
maybe as like where Halloween will do later, um, where it seems very clear that the girl.
Yeah, but they completely go backtrack on in the
I
next movie. Whereas
know, I
Tommy is,
know.
like the next movie now kind of grown up and in a mental,
Yeah. Which
well
I
camp.
kind
I don't
of
know
like
what.
it does add up, right? So it's like, yeah, maybe he didn't go full killer, but like clearly there's
And I think he
something.
breaks out of a mental hospital in part 6, the beginning of the movie too. So
Yeah, because isn't it like him accidentally revives
yeah,
Jason?
yeah. Jason Lives,
Yeah.
classic. So because, but I have the same concerns with you with Trish, and like we don't
Yeah,
get a lot of Trish just like by herself and what kind of person she is, or
exactly.
but I still liked her, and I
Right.
love Tommy, so I gave this a 4 overall.
Oh, okay. Wow. I would have thought it'd been more of a half point difference. I only went three here,
Hmm.
but like there's this is hero and side characters. I feel like I can go a half point up. I just wasn't sure which category I would want to go half point up on.
Well,
Uh,
you know. It's fine. It's fine. This is a movie that I love more than most, and
No, I like
that's
this
surprising. I know
movie, and
you like the movie.
I would agree with you. This is my favorite of the franchise for sure. Um, it's just weird because it's like you never really quite get like this is my legit definitive hero, and we're going through this hero's journey of sorts. You know what I mean? Like we take breaks even from Trish and Tommy. Like um, it's weird. I love it. It's just awkward for the category scoring wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Villain. Jason Voorhees, played by 58-year-old stuntman Ted White, is my favorite Jason.
Yeah. Is this the cowboy one or whatever?
He's a
The like the
Texan.
Texan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's from Texas. Yeah, he's like this great combination of like physicality and ferociousness in this.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4". He's the second tallest Jason we've ever had, but he's got these
Wow.
like meat hooks for hands.
Yeah, they're big.
They're
He's just a,
huge.
and his chest is just so big. Like it's so interesting too. Like you don't realize sometimes when you've seen so many like later movies in the 13th saga, right? And then you kind of go back to some of them, you're like, "Oh, he looks so small," like or he looks scrawny and you're like, "This is so weird." But you like clearly there was a development, and like this, I think again, this was kind of like, oh, this is Jason. Like this is like a whole other thing. Like you see the whole like when he just goes to chase Trish and just rips a dead body that he pinned to the door.
Yeah, it rips
You
Jimmy
get
down.
this so
Just like
like,
they
oh
can see
my
like the tearing.
God.
It's great.
Yeah, like this is like the first time really I feel like in the franchise where you see him in pursuit and you're like, oh no.
And he runs,
Right.
and he gets hurt, and he growls, which is like only
Growls. He
one
makes
of two
noises for
times. Yeah, when
sure.
he gets hurt, he's like, ah, and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
especially when he's like almost wrestling or pinning someone, kind of like when there's like a close scuffle. Like there's some noise that the person's making for sure.
Um, yeah, he's like, so he was like a stuntman who'd been working for 40 years. He had been like doubled for like Clark Gable and John Wayne.
Oh
He
wow.
in like old cowboy movies and all. He apparently did not get along with Corey Feldman. Uh,
Oh no.
not the only person who's ever said that.
That's
Uh,
fair.
but like that, so apparently that scene where we'll talk about it later, where he bursts through the window,
Yeah.
grabs Feldman. Apparently, Feldman was already nervous about it, and he like took note of that and waited an extra second longer than he was supposed to be. So like Corey Feldman was completely caught off guard when he actually did jump out and scared him even more.
Nice.
Um, and then like this was filmed in Topanga Canyon, so it's like near Hollywood,
Hmm.
but it's like in the mountains a little bit. Like there's frost there in the morning and stuff like that. And it was like they're filming this in January and December and whatnot. It is cold,
Jeez. Yeah. And there's a lot
and
of nudity in this movie.
sure is, including a scene where like one of them goes skinny dipping at night.
Yeah.
Um, so like, and like they wouldn't let like they had like it was a really complicated scene to get the skinny dipping scene at night filmed, and it took
Right.
like it was like an all-nighter, like multiple days or something like that. And then but the actress was like lips were turning blue. They couldn't have her get out because it took too long to reset up everything. And like Ted White, who plays Jason, took the director aside and was like kind of threatened him. He's like, I will beat your ass and quit off this movie if you don't get her out of there and let her warm up first before we do this again. I love
Good
that.
for him. Yeah. Good for
Yeah.
him.
Um.
Protective Jason.
Yeah. Isn't that ironic? And he apparently
Yeah.
was saying he didn't want to talk to any of them. He said he wanted them to be more afraid of him if he kept his distance and whatnot. But he still like looked out for them, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Still like an old Texan. He's like, no, he's gonna protect the lady. Um. So yeah, like Jason is barely a character in any of these movies. He's like, we get the story at the beginning, of course. It's
Right.
drowned, saw his mom died, the revenge on all teenagers having sex
Makes a
teenagers, whatever.
crazy advanced age jump at some point, movie
Yep.
wise.
Sometimes like currently the first one and then the second one is like a 5 year later, and then two, three, and four are all within like a day apart of each other.
Yeah. And it's like he gets like again bigger and bigger, or the deformity in his face varies. Like it's kind of all over the place. Um, but like it's still such an archetype, right? Like it's still something that people dress up for as Halloween. Um, and again, the ferociousness in this one, I feel like when most people envision Jason, it's this version of him, where he's got a little cut in the mask. Like there's
I think it's either
in
this one or the Kane Hodder, because a lot of people love Kane Hodder because of how like
that's
he was
fair.
shorter than him, but he was way more
But he
jacked.
was way, yeah, he was bigger. He was just beefier.
And he
Yeah.
wasn't 58 years old, so he was capable of doing some crazier stunts.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
See, I think those are the two most popular
Yeah.
interpretations of Jason. A lot of people like Baghead too. I'm a fan of Baghead.
Yeah.
Um,
The sack. Um,
yeah,
Yeah, there was something always about it that was just weird to me that I couldn't. And he was like in overalls, if I remember correctly, right?
yeah.
So there's something weird about it, but at the same time, like, man, this has some awesome gnarly kills and such. But yeah, I agree with you. But like again, it's such an archetype. It's hard to not score this well.
So what'd you give it?
I gave it a five.
Oh, I gave it a 4. Look at that. All right.
I gave it a five. Like it's. To me, again, I feel like it's the epitome of Jason Voorhees, and this is kind
Yeah, I
of
don't think I could ever give a Jason Voorhees higher than a 4,
yeah.
just because of like the way the character is and who he is. I mean,
So I
I
think
love these movies. It's
we're
my favorite.
back to even
Yeah.
basically now.
So like
Yeah,
I'm thinking about the next movie we're gonna do, and I'm like, I can't pretend that this is on equal footing with Freddy Krueger. I just can't. So it's like that's like that's a
it's an
performance.
iconic
That's a
villain too. To me, I feel like as much as even though I'm not a giant Michael Myers fan, these are all icons. They're all the epitome
yeah.
of iconic villains. So to me, they all are on equal footing. Now, to be fair, like actor wise, right? It's a bit different, and it's a little bit different of how much you're bringing actor to a role. That's like a different conversation, I feel, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
we're
it's
into
just
the action category.
we are Yankees up. Uh,
Oh wow, who would have thought?
so first real bit of horror. Axel. Uh,
Axe.
yeah, the coroner
Well,
gets
we
a
get two
this
different like bodies, hand falling out of the cloth jump scares that we get at the um at the scene from the last one, and it happens again with Axel. I just was just interested that I was like, oh, we got this twice, and each time was actually just a jump scare.
one
I
time
thought it
was an
was funny.
accident that they just kept it filming and like just
Oh, really?
like when they leave the body after Axel first picks it up from the two paramedics.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you could see it slight move. It was just because they left the camera on for a second. Like actually, that kind of works. Let's
yeah.
keep that in.
Oh,
But yeah,
interesting.
well, let's just get to the kills. I want to just do the kills, really.
Just the kills. Okay, I wasn't sure because there's a few times where they do jump scares without anything actually happening in this movie, but I'm fine with this choice.
It's just the only way we can keep this thing under 2 hours.
Fair.
So this one actually might be my favorite kill in the movie.
Axel, Bonesaw.
Axel, yeah, bone saw through the neck after a couple
Yeah.
of quick saws. Jason completely turns his head around, and god damn, what an opening kill! It's nice to have Tom Savini back in this franchise.
Ah, man. Like, it's such a breath of fresh air, especially when I feel like we've gone through so long where we're not really seeing much.
Right.
And then here it's just like, yeah, we're getting into it. And it's so ingenious the way they kind of hide things and make you believe in so many ways, and the way they pull some of these stunts off throughout the whole movie. Um, Gosh, it's
Supposedly, it was
impressive.
the bone saw was a bone saw that bleeds as soon as it starts moving. That's how
Right?
Savini set up the
Makes
makeup.
sense. Yeah.
So as soon as he started moving, the saw starts bleeding. So there's nothing there on his neck. It just looks like it is. And yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool.
It looks
And
great.
it really does. And like the head
Yeah.
twist and everything, like that's all really him. It's just like a fake body, and they
Yeah.
so it's perfect and it looks great.
It looks fantastic. And it's a nice, well-earned death because Axel is such a dirtbag
He's a creep.
that you're
We'll get
just
more
like,
into him later.
nice. You know what I mean? It just works. Yeah.
I wrote him up, so we'll get into
Did
that.
you? You put him he's one of the ones I did not. This is too short for him and forget the
I
nurse's name, but
well, you got Nurse Robbie Morgan
okay.
getting
Oh, look at
lifted by
you.
her neck and a scalpel in the
Yeah.
gut. It's
There's a
got a
lot of
weak.
lifting from him in this
It's a
movie. He
bit of a
does a
weak
lot of
follow up,
lift.
but like the quick like digging and dragging of the
Yeah,
scalpel
he
is nice.
drags it up. You're just like, oh.
Yeah.
But there again, there's something so like her, like you really show off the strength of Jason in this movie because I'm pretty sure there's at least three different times in this movie where he's lifting somebody up, and you're just like, whoa. At least one other one I clearly remember, at least.
Next, you have the hitchhiker who is never going to get to Canada. She's facing the wrong way. Like first
Yeah.
off, if
Yep.
you're she wants to leave Crystal Lake, she should be facing the other side of the road. I mean, what is she doing? She's getting
She's going
um
further into Crystal Lake. Yeah, it didn't make
right.
sense
So Jason might have done her a favor because she might have been too dumb to live. I don't know. I'll be honest. I think about the hitchhiker kill more often than I'd like when I'm eating a banana.
because she just squeezes that banana right out.
Squeeze that banana while she gets a knife through the back of the neck.
Yeah, it seemed like the most like mean. Because like, usually there's so many of these characters that just deserve their death, right? They like set you
Like
up
none
to
of them
like,
deserve, but it's like
no, no,
this
I
one
know,
did
I
not
know,
break
no.
any of his rules. Yeah, is what the
Right,
point is.
exactly. Like this person just happened to be there and was getting someone else and other people being a jerk to her, right? And then she just gets a knife for it too. Just like this one just seemed a little mean. But again, another one where you see it like you see the bigness of this person coming up behind her, that boom, and then the banana, and you're like, so it's still really cool visuals, but at the same time, like, man, rough.
All right. And then we get a long break from kills. Jason's just hanging out.
Yeah,
Uh,
planning.
and then we get
He
Samantha
does a lot
going.
more like planning of like I gotta hide some bodies and stuff.
Jason's an artist. All
Yeah,
right. And this is what I love about him. He
more
takes
in
pleasure in
this
all this.
movie and than a lot of others. Like he really sets some stuff up in this movie.
That's why God bless him. He's like, I'm going for maximum impact on all this.
For sure, for sure.
So then we get the Sam going skinny dipping in the lake by herself.
Yep. Such a big
Here
gap. That is a big gap.
it is a big gap.
Yeah.
But you know what? It works because at this point now I kind of care about Sam.
Yeah, and there's still like a
Yeah.
lot of like jump scares and character development that doesn't feel like it's taking that long, that it
No,
doesn't
this thing
feel
moves so
bad.
fast. It's fine.
Yeah,
Like you're
it
not
really
bothered
doesn't.
that
It
nobody's
doesn't. You
dying.
don't. Yeah, exactly. You don't feel it yet, and you get stuff right in the beginning, and then you get the
Right.
banana lady. Like you do get stuff, so it's not like it's a giant gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she strips down because why not?
Well, I
Then
don't know
suit.
if she was like trying to be like, I think my boyfriend's watching who I'm jealous of because he's a douche and awful and so I'm gonna flaunt it a little. Maybe that's what my headcanon was going with, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, she swims out to this raft that just seems to be in the middle of the lake by itself,
Randomly. Yeah.
anchored there. I don't know.
Doesn't seem like it's that
Uh,
close to the house either.
Hops in and yeah, Paul's not there. He doesn't show up. We'll get into why later.
Yep.
And she's just lounging there, and then all of a sudden Jason pops up out of nowhere, holds her down, and like guts her from behind the bottom
From
of the
the other
seats
end. Yeah.
up and out, and
And you
she's just like,
see the
"Whoa."
knife popping out and you're like, whoa. And yeah, she does have like there's a freeze frame of her face here that just looks really funny. But
Yeah,
like in the
it was supposed
moment
to be
of
much
it,
longer and more horrifying, but the MPAA went all nuts on these franchise, and
yeah.
this is one of the first ones they really like no, absolutely not. You got to cut this down. They
I
did a
still
lot of
feel
that
like
in
it
this movie.
really works. Because I like again, if you freeze frame
Freeze
it. There
frame,
we go.
yeah.
Yeah, like it does look a little silly with the face that she's putting on, but I feel like in the contextually putting it all together, like it looks pretty good. Like it looks pretty gnarly. Like you
Hmm.
just see her making this reaction, and then you see the knife coming out. Like it looks good.
Yeah. Then Paul joins. takes off
Yep.
his jorts and sneakily swims out to, oh, I'm
Right.
sorry, just gets down to his jorts and swims out to Sam,
Yep.
sees her dead body in there, freaks out,
Freaks out. Yeah.
swims as hard as he can to a pier that wasn't there a minute ago. Uh,
I guess he swam to another part of the lake. I don't
right.
know.
Unfortunately for him, Jason Voorhees is there hiding underneath the water and stabs him with a harpoon gun in the
Yep.
crotch. Not sure where he got it from, but who
It
cares?
doesn't matter. Yeah.
And then
Lifts him out
lifts
of the
him
water and
from.
then fires it. Oh my God. Like, that's
I
another one
like
where
to
it's like,
think,
again, lifting a body. Now he's lifting not a little nurse. He's lifting like a grown man, like just
yeah,
lifting him
yeah.
out. And then he's like, for a good measure, fire. And you hear the noise of it firing. You're like, oh my God.
I like to think in my head canon that he just went back to the cabin from part three to go get. That's why there's a big gap in the movie.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
because
yeah,
there's so many
I got to
tools
get that
there.
harpoon gun. I love that harpoon gun. That was a great kill.
That was a good one. I'm gonna redo that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Or better, because
I
this
got,
one was
I
like,
got another idea for
whew.
this.
Like, they do give you a little shot of like, yeah, it's in his groin, and you're like, oh, and then you get that last second of him going, ah, and then it cuts
Yeah.
away, and you're like, oh man, it's a nice kill.
Then we have twin Terry leaving the house party in her see-through raincoat.
Yep.
Um, Calls her sister a slut and
Yeah,
grabs her
she was
bike to
mad.
go. Yeah.
I don't. I'm curious if it was just because I'm not down with everything, or you took all the good ones, so the hell with you.
I don't think
It was
she
weird.
was
It was
into
hard to
this.
read. She wasn't.
I don't think
Yeah,
she was it.
I don't think she was as down with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get into her later, her and her
sure.
sister. But
But anyway, yeah, she goes for the bike, and whew,
lightning strikes, and we see Jason in shadow impale her with like a pole or something. I don't know
what
what
a
it
cool
was.
shot! Because you just see the shadow on that. I think at the
Yeah, it's nice
house, right?
artistry.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's the
cool.
lightning strike against the house. So all you see them in shadow stabbing her from the back,
Yeah,
and then a
and
second later,
then
he just like,
stuck into the wall.
yeah, of
Like
the
it's
house.
just like nice. Which would have
Nobody
been
hears or
cool to. I
notices.
don't know if I caught it. Did they show it again? I don't think they showed it again. Like
No,
her
they
stuck to
don't
the
show it
house.
again.
Yeah.
They don't. He
Would
moved
have
the
been fun
body.
to see. Yeah, again, he kept moving stuff.
Most disappointing kill is mom.
Yeah, cuts away.
Uh, yeah,
Just
we just don't
surprise
see it.
look.
Supposedly, the director just wanted to keep on alternating between soft kills and hard kills, so make things more, I don't know, traumatizing when a hard kill does pop up
Okay. But
or
I feel like
shocking.
traumatizing would have been the mom because it was like it seemed like a pretty good mom, it was a very loving family. So it's just like you get that moment, you're like, oh no. But then like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't even get confirmed that she died until part six. We
Oh,
just
really?
we don't. There's no mention of it in
You
this
just
movie. There's no mention in the next
assume.
movie.
Why
We
does
just
it?
hear
Yeah,
in part six she
when
died.
you see Trish just asking only about, Tommy, I'm almost assuming like she already knows the mom didn't make it out,
Or she's just like, not even putting that in her head because she can't do it.
Maybe, maybe.
So Jimmy getting the wine out of the fridge and yells to Teddy where the corkscrew is multiple times. Teddy, where's the
Boom.
corkscrew?
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
like they're like 5,000 miles away from each other.
right.
Teddy's locked
He's
in
got
to that
he's
stag
got to
film.
shout over the silent era porn movie.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Jason has the corkscrew, slams it into Jimmy's hand, and before he can even like scream, he gets a cleaver right in the face, a la
Yep.
the wheelchair kill from part two, and it's beautiful.
Yep.
It's a hell of
Yep.
a kill.
It's yeah. One, two, boom. And I like to like there's like a second of like I don't think it's cleanup, but you kind of see Jason moving around afterwards. And you see the hand is still stuck to the corkscrew, which is fun.
He's looking for inspiration for a minute. It's like, all right, what can I
Yeah.
do with this
See,
thing?
that's the way to do a
Then
video game, right?
there you go. And then Tina, you spend minutes in the Jason game trying to figure out where to hide the bodies and screw with other players.
I think it would be take the Hitman game and just put Jason as Hitman, and that's basically what you're doing.
Right, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good. That's it. Boom.
So Tina, after screwing Jimmy, goes to the bathroom and comes back, finds Jimmy missing, looks outside, notices her sister's bike is still there, even though she knew she left.
Yeah,
Uh,
she takes a
that's when
long time looking through two different windows. seeing
And
if she
that's
can
when
spot it. Because there is a
Jason
storm.
bursts
There is
through
a
the
storm
window.
going on, by the way. But yeah.
Yes. Jason bursts through the window, grabs Tina, and throws her out, and she lands on the roof of the station wagon and just bounces off.
Yep. It's
Apparently, that
nice.
was the second take.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
love this stunt woman just flying through the air and landing right on the. I love it.
Yeah. No, it works. It really does work. And it's oh man. Yeah, you gotta love it. I don't know. I got no notes. No notes, Patrick. Like it just works.
Teddy, still having the time of his life, high as fuck, watching the skin film,
You
decides to
gotta
get
love
closer.
how Jason goes in and out of this house. I'm gonna make a kill in the
His,
house, then I'm gonna go outside and do it from the outside. Like he's
his
really messing
teleportation
with people.
powers were on high in this
Yeah,
movie, no
it's
doubt
some
about
crazy what's going on in this one.
it. He gets decides to get closer because he just wants even more nudity, I guess. I don't know. And that's when the film cuts out. Supposedly, Jason has cut the film. I don't know. Teddy is blinded by looking directly at the projector light, and he calls for Jimmy, thinking it's him. And that's when Jason stabs Teddy in the back of the head through the screen with a large knife. And we see
Yeah,
Teddy slowly fall down with the blood
exact.
slowly.
I like how you see the screen continue to rip as he's
Yeah,
sliding. It's a nice touch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
This is another
Sarah.
satisfying kill, by the way, because Teddy was another one I didn't like.
You know what? I enjoyed not liking Teddy though.
Well, I enjoyed his kill, but yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll get into it
No, I think
later.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Save it for side characters. Move on.
So Sarah, in postcoital bliss, leaves the shower and tells Doug she'll meet him in the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
Um, Starts blow drying her hair while Doug is alone singing in the shower, and Jason shuts off the lights. Doug thinks it's Paul, and he makes like a dropping the bar of soap joke and jokes about Paul joining him in the shower.
They're
That's an
real
interesting
close
friendship we did not touch on.
friends. Real close
Yeah.
friends.
Suddenly, Doug's extra short sweat shorts start to seem like a little weird, and like George's like,
They're
okay,
tight.
like more to
Yeah.
this. Like
Yeah.
more to this. It's an interesting friendship. Uh, and that's when Jason's hand bursts through the shower glass and just like smashes Doug's head into the wall. It's like
I mean,
smushing it.
it just like
Mm,
his
good
hand
stuff.
palms his face,
Yeah,
basically. It
yeah.
palms it into the wall, right? And then which looked like ow, but then it goes into an extra push where basically he just shoves the nose and the front part of his face into his brain, basically. And it's nice. And then,
It's
then you get like Sarah coming back to see
yeah.
that his like it looked like his neck part was like hanging on the broken glass on the front part of the shower door. So it's like he must have pulled him forward after doing that and let him
Or he just
drop.
fell over. But yeah.
Maybe, but yeah, something along that happened. So it's like more awfulness happened to him after after that
Mm.
little stint, which was nice.
And Sarah runs away screaming, and she gets to the front door, and that's
This
when
is a
like
teleportation.
an axe just like bursts through the door and like it
Yeah.
was shot out of a gun and
Yeah,
gets
like
her
a
right in the
cannon.
chest. And
Yeah.
like she just like shoots back like 10 feet. Like,
Yes. Like it was some serious, like I'm going for world records here when I'm throwing this axe and like,
yeah.
dear Lord. Yeah. Like Superman threw that freaking axe.
Then there's the Gordon flying through the window,
It
but
does catch you by surprise though, because it's kind of like, whoa.
it is sudden. It's
Yeah.
sudden. Yeah. So yeah, Trish and Rob are going through the house next door, checking on them with Gordon the dog,
Yep.
and Gordon freaks out and runs away, goes upstairs, and Trish goes to check on what scared Gordon. Gordon whimpers and is seemingly thrown out a window upstairs, or jumps out because he's so scared.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the way I interpret it. Sorry. That's the
Uh,
truth. That's my
and then
truth.
and then yeah, I think it's fine. I like it. And then Trish sees Doug's dead body like pinned to the wall with what looks like a screwdriver.
Yeah.
So that was more of artistry.
Yeah, right into
Um,
the side of the to the bathroom. Like hallway side too.
right, and that's when she goes down to the basement where Rob is checking, looking for Jason's. Uh, and uh,
Or were they trying to
he
turn
like
the power back on? Is that what they were trying to do? I don't
I
know.
think
It
he
was
was just
weird.
looking. They were searching the house, and
Okay.
like Jason, oh, I'm sorry, Rob decides to run back up with her, and then he gets his foot like caught in the stairs, and he drops his knife. and he decides to
Hmm.
go back downstairs into the basement alone to go get his knife.
Hmm.
And that's where
Yep.
Jason just grabs him, slams him against
Oh, he goes to
a
town.
wall, and
It looked
supposedly,
like a workbench. I don't know.
yeah, it does look like a workbench. He grabs a gardening tool. I think it might be the garden claw
Is
that
it?
we saw from
You
like
can't
Silent
tell because it's
Madness.
kind of a far shot.
I couldn't tell, but that's what someone wrote down, so I went with that.
Okay.
But like, yeah, he just starts like
Yeah.
slams on him
And
like
he's like
10,000
yelling like
times.
run as
He's
he's
killing
getting.
me! Oh
Yeah.
God, he's killing me! Run, Trish, run!
Yeah.
It's just
It's
hilarious.
ridiculous and kind of funny, but
Supposedly,
I like the shot of Jason like going to town though.
I
It's kind
do.
of
I
funny.
love that
Yeah.
shot, but like, yeah,
At the
Rob
same
yelling out,
time,
"Oh
it's
God, he's
ridiculous.
killing me!" is
Yeah.
sounds stupid, but apparently that is what Kitty Genovese was yelling out, like, "Oh, he's slashing me, he's killing me" in New York when and nobody came to her aid. It was one of the horrifying true crime stories.
Hmm.
Um, so that's where he got it from, the director. So yeah, Trish runs upstairs, then goes back down again, and sees Rob's dead body, and decides to go back up. Just had to confirm.
I
Uh,
guess so.
that's when Jason's hand bursts through the
Like
stairs
maybe
and
I can
grabs Trish's
help.
leg.
I guess is what I thought. Maybe like, oh wait, never
She
mind.
does
Maybe
have
I
the
can help
machete,
him. Somehow he's still alive after all that stabbing. That's kind of how I interpret that stupidity. But yeah.
right? So like yeah, Jason's hand bursts through the stairs that were already broken, and then she just like
Yep.
smacking at it with the machete, and we hear Jason groan like ah after he
Well,
gets
you do see a
slashed.
nice little slash shot of his wrist, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, which looked good.
Uh, she tries to run out the back door, and that's where you see Jimmy's body. It's just crucified and stuck to the back
Yeah.
door. Can't get
It's
out
like
that
it's
way.
spread eagle.
Yeah,
It's not a crucifixion because
with
his
like
legs are spread too. Like it's
big nails,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
railroad ties, but through his
I think
hands.
he tries she doesn't she try like another door or two too. There's like a couple more bodies pinned, and that's why she has to throw a chair out the window and goes out the window
She
instead.
throws a chair out the kitchen window and runs out that way.
But because I
Uh,
think each door is like blocked by a body,
and
which is
then we
nice.
have Jason tossing Rob's dead body through the front window of the Jarvis house.
Yeah.
What kind of tool was there a tool sticking out of his head? It looked like
It looked like the end of a hammer. That's what it looked like. Like the
that's
wooden part of it of a tool.
that's I agree, but it seems like so like how is it possible that he could have put that like the head would have been more effed up
You would think too, which is kind of funny because so
because she has a hammer and which she's using to like hammer the
right,
nails to
exactly,
shut
which
the
is it's just
door.
kind of reminded me of this because it does look very similar to that kind of a thing, right? So like anyway,
Yeah,
like
the handle
Tommy's
looks like a
like,
wooden hammer.
what the heck? And Tommy gets grabbed, and then she's got to
Yeah,
hammer
Jason
him,
bursts through the window and
right?
grabs him.
And then she uses the reverse end of the hammer, like the nail
The
pulling
claw.
end,
Yeah,
right? And
the
then
claw.
and gets him. That's what lets him go. But then
Right in the
like
neck.
Jason takes it out and just throws it at her,
Well,
and it
first,
hits the side of the wall, which reminded me of like the Jackie Chan like Shanghai New thing, where it's like oh, like it just like throws it right at her.
well,
Like
you
it
skip through
seems
him like
it was like
exploding through the
Looney
front door.
Tunes.
You skip the
Yeah.
part where he
Yes,
explodes through the
you're
front
right.
door,
Yes.
which is like the
Which
most
is your
iconic shot
favorite?
from this
It's
movie.
your
It's
favorite
so
for
cool.
sure. Yeah, it's
It took
great.
them
No, it
like
is
a
great.
bunch of tries to get it right. They really worked hard on
They
making
got it
that
right. It
perfectly.
looks great.
Oh, it's amazing. It's one of the iconic shots of the whole franchise for me. And
But
yeah,
yeah,
him just like tossing that hammer at her, back at her, and it
he
impales
throws it
through the
like it
wall.
is exactly. It looks like it's a throwing knife and not a hammer. Because
And
the
it
way
stays
it
horizontal, like it's being
exactly
connected by a magnet, and she's hit it so
the
hard in.
that's the part that I wanted to bring up. It's
Yeah,
so ridiculous, but
yeah,
I
it
loved it.
absolutely is.
Yes,
I did too.
yes, exactly.
Um, so then, yeah, Tommy and Trish go up to Tommy's room and they
Yep,
push a bookcase in front.
but not
And
fully. Mistake.
well, the biggest mistake is they don't use that CB radio that's sitting behind them to call for help.
Is it a CB radio? Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Come on, Tommy. What are we doing? Boy
Uh,
genius.
apparently, the director didn't even know it was going to be there. He didn't even realize it until after the movie was all done editing. He's like, the set dressers just put that in there, like, because they thought, like, oh, he's technological. He'll have
Right,
CB
right,
radio. It's like,
right.
oh.
Oh, whoops.
That
I can
yeah,
see that. I can see that being a miss. Yeah.
right. But yeah, Jason bursts through the door with the axe and starts opening up the door, and that's where Trish grabs like the computer monitor and like slams it over his head, which and
Yep.
Jason survives, which makes me believe even more that Stu lives in the original Scream.
Yeah, but Stu is a regular person and Jason is
So is Jason at this point. He hasn't gotten become
uh
supernatural until part six.
this is still pretty insane how he's still
Let
alive.
me have it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean I want you to be right. I feel like Stu being alive is less,
Yeah.
ridiculous than Jason at this point in the franchise. But yeah, you do get this like little like nice tense little moment, right? He's knocked out, right? Like
Right,
I feel
and she
like
has a little
so many
conversation with
people will
Tommy.
use this over and over again, this gist, right?
Well, it's, yeah, and using like Halloween and all that. But yeah,
Yeah,
Trish talks to Tommy. He's like, "I'm going to get him to follow me out of the house," because she realizes, like, yeah, this guy's not dead.
yeah.
Just run away as soon as we're
Just
out of
go.
here.
Yeah.
And he just like barely misses her with the axe. Like he must have been just playing possum or something.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
nice though. I liked how they played off how close it really was. Like it looked good.
yeah. Tommy temporarily distracts, and but then she starts running, and Jason like, "Oh no, teenage girl, gotta get her."
Yep. And runs back into the other fun house of
This reminded me of
horrors.
like Texas Chainsaw, where like she runs through one house and then to a different house, like all through the prickly, like the bushes, thorn
Right.
bushes, and then she runs back out again the same way because he's followed her the entire time. It just reminded me of that because that's what it is going through this house, and like, but Trish jumps out of like the upper floor window in the hallway window
Yeah.
when
I
Jason got her cornered.
love this moment because Jason almost gives this look, even in a mask of like, oh shit. I didn't think
Exactly.
she'd do that.
Yeah.
Huh, all right.
Meanwhile, Tommy is like, has already checked out like all these paper clippings from Rob's
By the way, that
book.
stunt is really good. Hold on. Wait a minute. That stunt's
Oh, you want to talk
really
about?
good.
It is
This
really good.
the stunt of her going out that window, rolling down the deck, the upstairs deck part, right?
Mhm.
And then falling down, right? And they
And it's
pack it with
raining. It's really muddy. That's why she's
right.
okay because it
And but
sucked.
they pack it with leaves and stuff like that. It looks so good. Like
And
I could
supposedly
tell.
that's director wasn't being a perv. That's literally how she fell, and it was
Yeah.
just like they got it. It was like they didn't have time
Yeah.
to reshoot it, so that's why her underwear is like proudly showing throughout this scene.
You don't really see anything anyway, right? But like I'm just talking about like the impact of her falling. Like it's clear like a something there, but they've covered it up so she's
Hmm.
still landing safely type of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, my gosh, it looks so good.
Oh, it's
Um,
fantastic.
really impressed by it. Yeah.
So yeah, Tommy been looking through the clippings, sees pictures of
All
Jason
the
being younger, and
backstory.
decides to get the idea of shaving his head to make himself look like young Jason. Um, and then, and while he's doing all that, Trish is followed back into the house with by Jason. I love like Trish's little moment of like she knows he's behind him,
Yeah.
and she grabs the machete and starts swinging at him, and she's like, "I'm gonna, son of a bitch, I'm gonna give you something to remember." And
Yeah.
that's where she like gets him in the hand and like
Yeah,
slices
right,
his
like
hand in
right in
half.
between. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really nice effect.
It is.
And
Because
that's
he's
where
kind
Jason
of
like,
like, all right, I'm gonna fix this one. Like,
yeah. And then Jason gets on top of her. He's like getting ready to kill her. And that's where Tommy comes down and gets his attention with his newly badly shaved head.
takes him a
He's like,
little
"Remember,
bit
Jason.
to
Remember."
get his attention. Yeah, takes him a
Well,
little
he's
bit.
in the middle of a kill. He's doing his
Yeah,
work.
I don't know. He's singularly focused. Yeah.
So Jason gets distracted, turns around, starts looking at him, and that's where Trish picks up the machete again, takes a swing, and we reveal Jason's true face because she just got the mask.
Yeah, she basically is exhausted at this point and just misses and just knocks off the mask basically. But that was like a whole like whoa, like
Yeah, and then so
grossness
he
of
starts
what he looks like
coming after her slowly with his grossly deformed face, and Tommy picks up the machete, and Jason turns around as Tommy gets Jason right in the face, like right in the eye.
in the face. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Jason falls down onto the machete, and his like
Oh
head
yeah.
slowly goes down the machete.
Slides down the machete. What a cool look. It's great. Yeah.
So good.
And and that's basically the end of
Well, then he
action.
starts twitching, and then Tommy picks up the machete again and starts going to
Oh,
town.
it just
Yeah,
goes to town. Yes, it's like a slow motion, like die, yeah, kind of stuff. I forgot about that. Yeah, but yeah, that's the gist.
that's it. That's everything.
I gave it a
Five,
five.
five,
Yep, I gave
five.
it a
Yeah,
five. It's so well paced throughout. Like, yes, there is a little bit of a gap of no kills, but like they still try to put these like jump scares that lead to nothing yet. You know what I mean? But then it's like boom, boom, boom. And it's so inventive and great. Like the only knock you can give it is the mom. The mom death is weird, and that's it. And I feel like that's like okay, like I'm not gonna knock it hard for that. Five.
yeah, five.
Yeah.
Well, there's a long break because we wanted to introduce you to these characters and make you care about these characters, so they're just not like, red shirts. And I think they did a very good job. So let's get into the supporting characters.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Side characters. Who you gonna go with first?
First, we're gonna go with Axel the Coroner, played by Bruce
Oh, we're
Mahler.
going in order. I went with Mrs. Jarvis first, but fair enough.
Uh, Axel is Fackler from the Police Academy movies. He was the one who was very klutzy and kept on making giant chaos behind him, his wake.
Oh, he had the glasses on and stuff. Okay. In
Yes,
this
yes.
movie, no
Remember, like,
glasses. Got it.
no
You know what?
glasses.
Superman can fool people. I through me. Look at that.
He's got my favorite coroner cliche: eating in the autopsy room. They love coroners love
Yeah.
doing that
I feel
in
like
movies.
didn't this happen in like
Everything. It happens in everything.
everything, right? It happens so many times. The coroner like putting the sandwich down and eating it, and you're like, that's so gross. Yeah.
It happens all the time. I don't
Dead
know who started
Alive.
this
I feel like
cliche,
Dead
but
Alive is where I remember seeing it recently.
yeah, happened there. Just anytime there's a corner scene, like the corner will probably be either
Because they're
trying to get
so
laid in there
desensitized and
or
used to it.
eating a
Yeah.
sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah. And this person is gross. This person
And I
is
love
just,
Axel is just rocking like a deep V undershirt,
yeah.
and a lab coat. It's just like looking at extra sleazy.
He's a little
And
bummed out. There's extra work for him, but whatever. He's in it to horn dog. There's aerobic instructions of butt waving, and he's good to go.
well, it's like 10 bodies that he's got to go through, and
He's living his best
it's
life,
one
Patrick.
man, one
He's
corner, so it's a lot of work.
yeah, but he could take some
Um,
break to watch some butts wiggle. He's down, right?
he's very horny,
He could take some
but God
time
bless
to
him.
hit on the nurse, and apparently he's persistent
My
and
favorite
seems
part
to
is where
work.
he My favorite part is where Jason's hand falls out, and
The
he
second time, yeah.
he freaks out. Holy Jesus, jumping Christmas shit!
Yeah. Yep.
Incredible stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and Mrs. Jarvis, played by Joan Freeman, she has a nice butt, and
Yeah.
I'm sad to see her die. I've
She
reached an
kept
age now where I'm
herself in
checking out
well
the
shape.
mom. I'm not
Oh,
checking out the
I'm right
moms
there
more
with
for
you.
now.
I'm right
I'm
there
like, yeah,
with you. Where I'm like, oh, yep, this is where I've aged to. But yeah,
yeah.
no, I agree with you. But like in general, like you clearly see some good relationships with her and her kids, and
It's
it's
playful
just
and it works. The chemistry's there.
the
This is her
chemistry is
last movie
there,
role.
really.
Yeah,
And it's a bummer too, like it's like on one hand, I guess I'll respect you don't get to see her get like brutalized, but at the same time, like I don't know if it's sending her off the right way either. So I don't know. It's weird.
she deserved better. I agree.
Yeah.
Um, Jimmy,
We're
played by
going
Crispin
Jimmy.
Glover.
Okay, I saved him for last. Him and Ted were last for me. I thought that
I
needed to
basically just
conclude
went in
things.
order as these people were introduced, and he's like,
Okay. Okay.
but Jimmy, played by Crispin Glover, uh,
Yeah.
recently broke up with BJ Betty. Although it sounds
Yeah.
like more like she just ghosted him,
Yeah, that's what it
and poor
sounds
guy is
like.
broken up about it and confused.
And
Uh,
being a bit, much like messaging and calling and that kind of thing. And
but you know what's him?
yeah,
He's horny. God, he's horny.
so horny. Yeah. Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor guy, I guess. And you know what doesn't help? Having a jerk of a best friend does not help.
Is he? Teddy sucks, but we'll get into Teddy in a minute.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I'm sure. I'm just saying in a way to Jimmy. Jimmy, I don't think is helped as a character to have to deal with him. Like
no,
he's constantly seemed to almost be bullied by his best friend, who
yeah.
constantly is like dogging him on stuff that he's like, could you stop? And he still seems to be friends with him. It's like it's a horrible way to be treated by your friend.
Teddy thinks he's funny, but he's not. But we'll get
He's
into Teddy
not
in a
at
minute.
all. No, I know, but this is
Uh,
important to Jimmy.
so I Jimmy putting on the record and inviting one of the twins to dance and delivers one of the most iconic fucking dance, which I tried to do my best impression of earlier in movie
I
history.
think
The original
you did
song.
too good.
Oh, okay.
No,
The
no, I
song
meant
on
I meant
set.
like you didn't best dance badly enough.
Um,
That's kind of what like it's so much more like weird. Like there's like a delay in the way he like swings. It is so spastic that you're just like, what is happening? And I've seen this scene so many times, and every time it's like, I can't take it in. Like it's so it sucks me out. It's insane.
so on the set, the song that actually put the record on is he's dancing to Back in Black by AC/DC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course they could not get clearance for that, so they had to go with a much
Sure.
cheaper song. Um, I love Jimmy getting pouty because he hasn't gotten anywhere with his twin and accuses Teddy of having the hotter twin. Jimmy's a bit of a
Yeah.
dipshit.
That was gross. Yeah,
Um, but works out because he gets the hotter twin in the end.
he does.
Uh, and
As a basically gimme, basically. It's like,
did you
well,
notice? Did you notice the cheese doodle like toothpick sculpture Jimmy is creating when Tina asks him to dance?
no, I missed that. Seriously?
Yeah, you're gonna have. Yeah,
All right.
he's on the
Now you're giving me
couch.
some homework editing wise here. Hopefully I can
He's on
figure
the
that one
couch
out.
and he's like playing with toothpicks and cheese doodles. It's like, and I guess like there's like a little swan sculpture that's like a bowl. It's holding has all these cheese doodles, and he's just been messing around with playing with it because he's.
This seems like the worst party. Like, I mean, they're like yelling at the lake skinny dipping, like, party tonight. And I'm like, looking at this party. This party is sad.
Well, I think it's because we lost Paul. Paul seemed to be the party master. People were having more fun when Paul was there. Um,
Yeah, and there's too many ladies going for him.
so anyway, Jimmy feels some slight remorse for Tina wanting to be with him now because she was with Ted and she's like, I did want it, but now I want to be with you. And he's like, I feel like I'm a bit of a rat. And but then when she says like, let's go upstairs, he's like, all right, whatever,
Yeah,
it's all good.
cool. Yeah, they're fine now. Yep, worked
Um,
out for him.
I love the bed collapsing as she gets on top of him.
Yeah, they keep
Um,
on going. They had a grand old time, and she seems to be, chill with him after that too, because she's like, "Yeah, no, I had a great time. Like, you were good. You were not what your friend's
he was
been
not a
saying
dead
to you."
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's like, oh, okay, maybe she's not as awful as originally perceived as, because it seems like, usually when people get the consolation prize, they're still like, "Oh, all right, I guess." But she seemed to be
Uh,
like, no, I can just transition. Here we go. Now I'm going down
yeah.
with this.
Gotta
It's
tell
great.
you, Jimmy going downstairs and showing Teddy her underwear. Not a great look for Jimmy.
No, he's not a good like it's like yeah, he gets like ridiculed and has this terrible friend, so that maybe that does not help him, but doesn't excuse him from also being a dipshit. Like it's like
Yeah.
doesn't help him.
So Ted, played by Lawrence
He's the worst.
Monoson. He's a bad friend and a bit of a dick.
I think he's
That
doing
computer bit
exactly what's
and dead fuck
asked of him.
accusation is just mean.
It's just
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Right? Especially because he keeps bringing it up over and over again. Um, I feel like he gets everything coming to him, right? Like, I like that he's the lone guy watching this silent drag film at the end, laughing to himself. Like this fits for how much of a douche and not good person he is. But at the
Everybody's
same
getting
time,
laid but Teddy because Teddy's a
yeah,
dick.
which is exactly and gosh, every time he's like, "Oh, Teddy wants some love," that kind of thing,
You
like
want to
that.
no, you want to give Teddy Bear a kiss. He's holding a teddy
Yeah,
bear, but
yeah,
he's
yeah,
trying
that
to
whole
get
thing was
smooches,
so
or
yeah. Then
just
when he's
straight
like
up grabbing Tina.
yeah, forcing himself onto the twin and stuff, and you're like, oh, gross. Like, I think it's all written there. I think he's pulling all that off well. So like it's like
Yeah,
he's doing a really good job of what's being asked for his character to be, which is just an awful character.
but you know what? He has some nice words of wisdom. First rule of love: never get rejected by the same girl twice.
That's
If you
fair.
want to make a fool of yourself, do it with someone new.
That's fair. That's a good point.
More good Teddy advice. Sex is a great way to meet someone new. Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
I don't know about that one, but all right, fair enough.
But yeah, like Teddy, he gets really high, and it's very subtly. You barely see him even holding the joint.
Yeah.
Um, where he gets very excited about finding this like skin film, silent era skin film, and
Yeah.
thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
He thinks it's hilarious. Yeah.
I wonder if he even really felt it when he got murdered because he seemed to be like so high. Um,
Yeah, that's fair.
Moving on, Samantha, played by Judy Aronson. She's in a relationship with Paul. She's a reputation for getting around, but swears it's all bunk and has only been with Paul. One
Yeah. She's very proud that she's good in bed.
Paul thinks I'm great in bed, so that's where I keep him.
Yeah.
Samantha was a fucking keeper, Paul, and I don't know why you're straying.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, this is where you usually go for your thank you for your nudity.
Yes, sorry. Thank you for Judy Aronson for your nudity. I was actually going to talk about that when in Paul's section because he suggested skinny dipping, but yeah,
Oh, because she
she
does it
she could.
twice in this movie.
Yep, multiple times. In fact, they had to cut out some of the nudity because there was a third bit.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, she looks great,
Yeah,
and she is like a good actress. She's very good in her small little role and
I agree.
good friend, annoyed girlfriend, and all but like
Yeah,
rightfully so. I
she's
liked
pretty
her.
good with Sarah, and she's rightfully annoyed at her boyfriend. Like her boyfriend Paul is like, what the hell? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So like she's not an annoying character at all. Like I think everything for her works. I thought she was kind of fun and playful when she was
yeah,
messing with her friend Sarah at the lake, at the skinny dipping scene. Like that was fun stuff too. So
and
yeah, I think she
it's
worked.
sad when she died.
Yeah.
Um, so 27-year-old Barbara Howard playing the Virgin Sarah is funny. She's a
Why?
little old playing Virgin.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
She has a boyfriend, Doug, played by Peter Barton, who she's nervous about having sex with.
Are they
Uh,
boyfriend and girlfriend, or are they just hooking
yeah,
up on this trip?
no, that's her boyfriend because she says it mentions that in the conversation with Sarah in the bathroom, which is a
Oh,
nice
I guess I
conversation,
missed
the
that.
scene
I
between the two
missed
of them.
that. I do remember and liking that conversation. I guess I missed the boyfriend part of it because I just thought it was like they like each other, but she's not really into that whole thing, and that's why she wouldn't skinny dip and like she remains very clothed. Um,
How about Virgin Sarah going off alone to get the car? Not sure why. What are you doing, girl? And why are you wearing high heels in the woods?
was she wearing high heels? Did I miss that?
I know they're high, but they're definitely heels. She's wearing heels.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, it was. I mean, heck, she was kind of more like, yeah, I'm not into your whole scene that you guys got going on here. And that's a far
She just
walk.
got
I'm gonna
very
go get the
intimidated with
car.
twins showing up, and it's like I'm gonna just get the car
Yeah.
because I wore
That's
heels in the woods, and I'm gonna wear it. And you know how another reason she's a moron. She thinks that Sam actually drowned herself in protest of Sarah not getting naked and coming in the water with her.
yeah. That was pretty dumb.
She deserved to get pulled in the lake.
Yeah. But it was all fun stuff.
I like
So
the
yeah.
scene with her and Doug on the couch. And she's like, I'm gonna go up. She's like clearly been thinking about it. And she's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go upstairs. He's like, Are you tired? And she's like, No. And she asks, like, Do you mind sleeping in the bottom bunk tonight? He's like, Why? Do you want to sleep on top? No. I
Yeah.
was like, Let's get it on.
Right. And she's very like puts herself together kind of deal. You know. And and
I,
I guess thank you for your nudity butt shot, unless that's a body double.
Body double. She didn't want to do
Body
it.
double. Fair enough.
I hope that
Good
was
for you.
post. I hope that was a post makeout sex session in the shower. That they didn't have sex in there because only virgins think shower sex is good.
Yeah. It's good in theory.
Yeah, looks great on film. not in
Sure.
practice. So Camilla and Carrie Moore playing Tina and Terry immediately thought
Yeah.
of that old Coors Light commercial when they and twins.
Yeah.
So apparently, like I think it was Camilla Moore who plays Tina, showed up and she auditioned for Sam. And
Okay.
but she was a little nervous about doing the part because of the nudity.
Gotcha.
And right, but then they found out that she had a twin. You're like, oh, you're in the movie now. You're absolutely in the movie. If you can get your sister to be in the movie with you, you're both in the movie.
Yeah.
And sister said was excited to do it, but then she found out like, oh, there's also nudity for this part too. But the sister didn't mind. So like her being like okay with it made her okay with it. And yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I feel like one gets more slightly more naked than the other, if I remember correctly.
Tina who has sex with Jimmy
Jimmy.
definitely gets more naked.
Yeah.
Um, but I love like Terry getting like bored at the party and like knocks on the door while Tina's having sex with Jimmy. She's just
Yeah.
like to leave. She's leaving, and Tina's just like, bring an umbrella.
Yeah. I'm doing my thing. You're good.
Um, oh, and I enjoyed watching them shotgun some beers, shotgun race. That was fun. Tina the better
Yeah.
drinker.
Yeah.
Tina like
It was
really
weird
into
shotgun race, but
really into
yeah.
being into Paul. And like wanting all his action, even though she knows that he has a girlfriend. It's a bit not great, but whatever.
It was
She recovered.
very like wow, okay, that's aggressive. Like in front of the
Hmm.
girlfriend and everything.
Speaking of Paul, Paul, played by Clyde Haynes, is a bad boyfriend, but he seems to be the party leader, which gives him a bit of a pass. Uh,
I guess I don't I took it that is he is someone that is not used to this kind of attention and was thrown by it because they do have the I'm sorry, I can't do this moment. So you're like, oh, he did eventually come through, but it took him
takes
a
him a while,
while. Yeah, it took him a little while, but like he didn't really do anything more than like seductive dancing, but like still like to do that in front of your girlfriend was like, what the hell is wrong
but
with
like
you?
it's his idea for the skinny dipping. It's his
Yep.
idea for the shotgun race. It's his idea to do the slow dancing. So it's like while
Yep.
Paul is there, he's the life of the party is going, the topping. And then
Yeah.
when Paul leaves and gets killed by Jason, party gets a little dull. Um,
Yeah.
anyway, oh, thank you for the nudity, by the way, for Judy Aronson, Tina, and then Camilla and Carrie Moore for joining in the skinny dipping scene. Great stuff. You all looked
Swing.
amazing. Um, Rob the Jason Hunter, played by Eric Anderson.
Yep.
His sister Sandra was murdered by Jason in part two. She got the spear through her boyfriend's back while he was on top fucking her.
See, I always forget. Like I always forget which one was the sister. That's the thing. I always mess that
That's the
up.
one.
That's the one. All right. Thank you for
Yeah,
reminding me. Yeah.
here's for you. And now he's on the hunt for revenge. He is the Jason Hunter.
No, he's hunting bears, Patrick.
Bullshit.
Well, I love
I
how
love Tommy.
Tommy's like, what?
Yeah, it's always like, no, you're not hunting bears. Um, yeah, he just shows up and helps Tommy and Trish out with car trouble. I love that he keeps like a knife in his boot. Like, why? That seems like a terrible place if you're hiking.
Well, it worked out for Tommy in that instance. But yes, I agree with you. And he seemed to
Well, it
take
looks
a
cool,
liking
but
to Tommy and his stuff. Like he was actually really
and
like, oh,
Trish.
this is really cool. No, I just meant like in Tommy's like side gig
Right.
there.
I love in the
Yeah.
car where he's talking to Trish and he's like, are there any teens nearby? Any
Yeah,
kids?
the little
He's like,
interrogation there. Yeah. Hmm.
Jason beat.
He like really like put all things together early on in Jason's history here.
Shout out to Jason, by the way, for doing some like, pre-gaming work and like sneaking into
Yeah.
Rob's tent, just like snapping his gun in half.
Destroyed it like pieces. His rifle was just gone.
Yeah.
Which is weird because he checked out a strange noise without grabbing his rifle and he thought the machete is
His
good.
machete. Yeah.
I got a machete to check out a strange noise. I don't need the rifle. Which is like, it's a
Yeah.
weird choice.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was raining yet at that moment.
No, no, you're right. Yeah, it was not raining yet.
Because it was
Um,
later when Trish comes and she seeks shelter in his tent is when it starts to rain.
Yeah. So I think he's good. I think everybody in this movie is good. There are no bad or weak links.
Yeah.
I gave this a 4. Supporting characters. I liked all these characters, and I was sad to see most of them die.
I don't. I mean, I like a lot of the supporting characters. I don't necessarily like their characters, but I think they did a good job playing these characters. I went three again, but again, I wasn't sure where do I want to put that half point towards the hero or do I want to put it towards the side character?
Well, it seems you have this movie lower than me. I have it as 17 overall.
I have a 16 and a half.
Mm,
So again,
okay.
half point.
Okay.
But where do you think I should put it? Not that it matters. Where do you think I should put it? Does the hero get the half
Uh,
point? Does the side characters get the half point? Help me. Because I couldn't decide. I know it
Figures.
doesn't matter in the end, but come on, what?
You know what? Actually, for the supporting characters, they're so
Supporting
much better.
characters. Look at that. All right, cool. So yeah, I was 16 and a half. It's really good. I really love this movie. It's weird. I still couldn't quite get there over Gremlins. Man, do I love Gremlins. So I
I like this
have
more than
it.
Gremlins.
I
Yeah,
have it just under Gremlins at 16 and a half. And you have it at 17, so it's your new number one. So you have it over Gremlins.
like two.
Wow, and you were
Um,
saying the opposite last week.
yeah, I wasn't sure. I had to rewatch and see how I
Look
felt.
at you. Yeah.
You know what? The supporting characters really put this thing over the top. And like yeah, I'm like that's just
They're
sad about all these people
very they're
dying.
very memorable.
And the
Especially
action
for
in this
just
movie is
the
perfect.
action for this movie is amazing. I guess the hero kind of hurts it for me a little bit. Um, but yeah, it was hard for me to fully go there for hero because of that reason. But yeah, okay.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
So miscellaneous.
Yeah.
One, I love the explosion of the final chapter, the hockey mask.
Oh, it's intense. That intro is
Originally, the
crazy.
director it was like we were supposed to have the mask explode, but it's like they couldn't actually do that with the
Yeah.
effects that they had, so they just like explosion behind and shoot away. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Close enough.
I thought it was funny that Pamela Voorhees got such a prime spot in that graveyard. This is the
Yeah, it
first
was
time in the
weird.
franchise that Mrs. Voorhees gets a first name.
Yeah.
The Jarvis house is a real house in Topanga Canyon, in California, and the teen house was built specifically for that movie. So that is a set built right next to the real house.
It kind of looks it, to be honest.
It's very small.
It looks like one of those tiny homes.
It does.
Yeah.
Um, According to the director, Corey Feldman was a joy to work with. And Corey was disappointed he wasn't on set for the actual skinny dipping scene. He just showed his reactions were one scene, and then yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
Originally, Rob was supposed to have really expensive Jason hunting equipment like infrared goggles and motion detectors, but when the director saw the props that arrived, he cut it all out of the movie. He's like, "Nope, we're not filming that."
They look too ridiculous, maybe.
Uh, the director's favorite kills are Jimmy, Teddy, Rob, and Jason's.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know
Did
if
you
I
have a
full
favorite
on
kill, by
agree.
the way?
Ah, man. Um, Jeez, that's a hard one. I feel like the bone saw might be it. You're right. I mean, the bone saw is really good. At the same time, I really like the girl getting thrown out the window
Mm-hmm.
on the car is really
Eva,
good.
yeah.
Although Trish doesn't die, I love that where she just runs out the window. It's not a kill, but it's really cool.
Oh, where she falls
Um,
out, when she jumps out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this movie is probably the best in the whole franchise for just like the quality of kills and deaths of stuff you see throughout the whole time. Like I don't know if you get better kill wise, action wise in the whole franchise than this movie.
Hmm. Um, so director said that Ted White, who played Jason, was annoyed that he had to stand in the rain and do the shot of the hands pulling out the phone cord from the side of the Jarvis house. But Zetos
It's
is
such
like,
a quick thing.
he's like, listen, nobody has hands like Ted White. I it had to be him every time.
Fair enough. Okay.
Um, already talked about Gordon and talked about the CB radio. Oh, the producers said like Jason should move like Frankenstein, slow, and Zito's like, no,
No.
this is the way that Jason should run, and she'd be coming after them. And I think he's right.
He is,
Um,
but not everybody agrees in the franchise. We've seen this variety of different movies where whether he's going to be fast or slow.
yeah, once he is a zombie, come part six, he really slows down.
Slows down. Which
Yeah.
was refreshing when they did the remake. And all of a sudden he was
When
fast and ferocious.
so they actually hired a local kid to shave his head that they could shoot in close up.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because Corey Feldman is just wearing a bald cap. He's not shaving his head.
Oh, clearly. Yeah, you can always tell when someone's wearing a ball cap because their head all of a sudden the skull size just seems huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And so when Corey Feldman was chopping at Jason's body, those are actually just sandbags that he was smacking over and over again.
fair enough.
So the budget for this movie was $2.6 million, which in today's money is a little over 8.1 million. And it had a worldwide gross of a little over $32.9 million, which in today's money is a little over 102.8 million. Adjusting for inflation, this is the fifth highest grossing installment of the franchise,
What's the highest?
the original movie, Friday the 13th. Adjusted
Okay.
for inflation, that movie made $235 million.
So wait, yeah, give me the top three here, top five, whatever.
I will
What
give
is
you
it?
the entire list. And
No, that's too long.
I won't do it's 12 movies. I won't do the
All
money
right.
for each one. I'll just tell you
Okay,
where
okay,
they
okay,
rank.
okay, okay, fine.
So number one, the original movie Friday the 13th, then Freddy versus Jason, then the remake, then
Wow.
3D, then Final
Wow.
Chapter, then Part 2, then Part 5, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, Goes to Hell, and Jason X is the
Oh.
lowest
Goes
one.
to Hell should be ranked the worst. That's slightly sad there. Some of that top part surprises me.
Yeah, I was
Um,
surprised how much money 3D made, but 3D
yeah.
was really into it.
Okay,
Um,
fair enough.
so Friday the 13th, the final chapter, debuted at number one in its first weekend, topping the previous number one, Police Academy. Big weekend for Bruce Mauler.
Seriously, I feel like we've heard Police Academy a couple times in this season.
Yeah.
This is a goddamn
It's a big
big
hit.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also debuting that weekend was Swing Shift, which came in at number nine. That had Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. This is where they met and fell in love. It was directed
Yeah.
by Jonathan Demme. Also debuting at number 13 was Iceman, starring Timothy Hutton, who leads a team of scientists that discover a 40,000-year-old caveman frozen in ice.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll see better versions of that movie later. Encino
Mm.
Man.
Oh, frozen caveman lawyer. I just think of Phil Hartman.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. SNL's pretty good with that too. Yeah.
So, what are we watching next week, Tim?
It's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Look
Do
what
we?
came just in time.
Oh, does that mean you're going to watch and let me borrow so I can watch it in its 4K glory?
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
I'm just saying because next. No, no, I don't. Yeah, no, you would. Yeah, we still be able to record before my trip, so it should still work. So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Be
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I'm excited. Although I
Me
do
too.
have it on digital. You actually don't have to give it to me
Okay.
unless I really want that quality. But I
You let me
do
know.
own it. Okay,
All right.
fair enough.
Anything else?
No, man, that's it.
All right, that is it for us. Please share your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or wherever you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bro Championship Podcast. Peace out.
Some pack of deuces, huh?